we know that you have had experience composing music for other exciting and adventurous projects.
I have.
Yes. How was this one different?
Well, nothing has ever been this big. It's interesting, when we did San Andreas with Dwayne, Brad and I, the director, thought, well, this is as big as it comes, and we realize now it was just a stepping stone for scoring Rampage. So this is bigger in scale, in emotion, in excitement, and in action than anything I've done before.
What would you say is the most challenging part about composing music for something where it's not like, you know, soft little piano, but you want to make sure that it's impactful for everyone?
Yeah, you know, probably the most challenging part was also the most fun part, which was figuring out how a traditional orchestral sound would work with electronics and a more aggressive modern sound. So this film really let me play with that. And then the other side of it is, you know, you mentioned the small stuff. There's some really intimate, emotional moments in this movie, so it was really important to have those to contrast all the action music. And for that, we used the African Children's Choir, a group of young children from Uganda, and they just did an extraordinary job. So it was really special to work with them.
That's beautiful. I love that. Yes. Now, I mean, of course, in Rampage, we know about George, the gorilla, and other animals that have gotten to be large.
Yes.
If you could pick an animal to make bigger that would be like really friendly, if you could choose that, which one would it be?
It'd have to be my dog Charlie, my golden retriever. He could be as big as anything and he'd still be the best bud. And it's funny, that helped me relate to this film a lot, because Dwayne's relationship with George is very much like we all have with our pets or our children or our friends. It's very relatable, and so much can be communicated in gestures that isn't communicated in language. So I could relate to that. I think a lot of people will.
Now, as a composer, were you watching the video already, like all of the footage, or did you see, you know, not really George, but like, you know, who was playing him?
So it's all motion capture, and George is played by Jason Lyles, and Jason was amazing. So even though I wasn't seeing George as I was composing, I was seeing Jason and seeing all of his expression. And you know, it's interesting, now that we have the finished version of George, I see Jason. I see Jason in there. It's amazing how closely it captured his performance.
So there's a whole bunch of Jasons all right here.
Exactly. In the movie, when you see him scratch his arm, George scratch his arm or move his head, those are all Jason mannerisms. So it's fascinating. It really feels like he's wearing a suit. Feels like he's wearing a costume.
That's amazing. Last little question, what's next for you? What can we listen out for?
Yeah, a few films in a little bit, and then I'm actually scoring a series with Jason Momoa called Frontier. So going into season 3, really excited to shift gears, get back in that world again.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us. Have a blast, and say hi to all the Georges for us.
I will. Enjoy the movie.
Thank you.